Let's switch a little bit to your son.
When you have a baby, as a mom, your dreams are gone, your life is over. Now you have to sacrifice your whole life for the child, which I don't believe in, because a child needs a happy mom, doesn't just need a mom. So you have to be happy in order to make the child.
I love him, I see him. You raised your son in a different way than norm, I would say. One of the things that I've listened or I read or I saw, that since he's a young man, you always let him talk with adults, not play with kids. Can you tell us a little about this?
So until the age of 4, and just a disclaimer, this is my way of raising, so I'm not saying...
Who wrote the book about how to be a good mother?
So it's not something that I advise, but it works for me and I love it. I did not allow him to mix with a lot of children from the age, I think since he was born until the age of 4. Why? Because if he's mixed with children, they influence his decisions, his character, his idea. Every child comes from a different culture, different mindset, right? And every parent treats their child differently. So what I did is I strengthened his muscle when it comes to logic, understanding life and all that. And then I shoved him with kids at the age of 4. And then I saw how mature he is with some things and how immature kids are at that age. Like when they want to do things, he'd say, no, this is harmful. This is this. I cannot do that. And I think the best story ever is once one of my best friends, her daughter broke her leg, but her daughter was in a different country, and she started having a breakdown and crying. So I'm trying to calm her down. I can't. My son goes to her and he goes and he always says this in situations when people are panicking. He says, you are right now focusing on the dark side. You're not focusing on the light. And she's crying and she looks at him. She's like, what's the light? She's like, your daughter's alive. Her leg is fine. It could have been worse. You crying on the phone with her, you're making your daughter nervous. She needs your love right now. And I was just sitting there. I was like, who the hell are you?
You said that?
Yeah. I was like, who the hell are you? And I was just, I was in awe, I was just standing there and I was like, oh my God, I raised you well,
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
And I also heard about the story of the lemonade.
Oh, the lemonade story is crazy.
Can you tell us about this? Because that's a very nice one.
I was, during COVID, during lockdown, most of our business meetings were at home, right? So my business partners were all in my house and we were around, I think 5 or 6 people. And he just comes in the meeting, distracts the whole meeting, stops it. And I give him attention when he does that. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. So I was like, what do you want? He comes with a lemonade bottle, not the lemonade he made, lemonade he bought. Okay, like ready-made with plastic cups. And then he tells people who wants to buy lemonade. I know my friends are like, yeah, we'll buy just to support him, business, entrepreneur baby, So they're like, how much? He's like, $50. And then they're like, I'm not paying that for lemonade. And then he looks at them, he's like, but you're rich. So first he plays with your emotions and your ego. And then they're like, I'm rich, but I'm not stupid. He's like, okay. Then he leaves. And then he comes back a few minutes later with little tiny drop of lemonade in each cup, and then he gave it for everyone. And then they're like, are you giving us lemonade for free? He's like, yeah. They're like, what about the $50? He's like, no, I don't want it now, because if you taste it, you like it, and then you'll buy it from me. And I was like, you pure devil. You pure devil. He's sampling. Yeah. And they ended up paying him. Yeah.
I love that.
$50 for lemonade, Mackie.
Next time I want lemonade, please. Okay. I'm ready for $50.
Yeah.